One thing we've learned through the years in my field, which is really behavior change in health, is that focusing on an individual, giving that individual education, will rarely, if ever, improve the individual's health. That what you really need to consider are all the other factors that may be impacting health. And that's why the hierarchy of controls is really effective when you're thinking about workplace health.
So the hierarchy overall is organized so that the most effective changes are changes to the workplace or the work environment, and they don't rely on individual behaviors. So at the top we have elimination, followed by substitution, engineering controls, administrative controls, and at the very bottom we have personal protective equipment. When we go to a workplace, one of the things we want to do is to reduce hazards, and that involves identifying hazards, recognizing what they are, but then also thinking about ways to mitigate those hazards or to reduce exposure to them. So if noise is a hazard in your workplace, we can think about ways to eliminate that noise. Perhaps there's a particular piece of equipment or machinery that's causing this noise, and maybe it doesn't need to be used. Maybe substitute a less noisy piece of equipment or an operation that isn't as noisy. So for example, if we think about enclosed cabs and tractors or other construction equipment, substituting an enclosed cab piece of equipment will reduce the noise level versus an open cab position as well.
Third tier is an engineering control. And so a good example of engineering control would be a ventilation system to remove dust in a work environment. So a wood shop or an agricultural work environment where dust is generated, you can remove those by using ventilation. The administrative tier, a good example of that is like worker rotation. So say you have a task that you're doing somewhat repetitively in a work environment, and the same person doing that task day after day, a certain area or anatomical region within the body can cause musculoskeletal strain. And so bringing other workers into that work environment so that you can distribute that exposure across more people is an administrative control. Another would be, say, rest breaks. If you're working at the computer for an extended period of time, make sure you get up and move around so you're not in the same position for extended periods. The final, kind of the least effective method of control is what's considered the use of personal protective equipment, or PPE. So an example of that would be, say you're in a dusty environment, instead of installing a ventilation system, you say, okay, we're just going to put like a filtering face piece or respirator on the people who work in this environment. And in those examples, you're really relying on the effectiveness of the PPE and also the training that you provide the workers to use the PPE appropriately. And so, a couple things have to happen for PPE to work well.
So if you're working in a noisy environment, one of the first things somebody may think of when they think about protecting the worker is to give them hearing protection. And that's a solution, but it may not be the most effective solution. And it's not effective because it relies on the worker wearing the hearing protection and also wearing them properly. A solution that eliminates the source of noise is much more effective in controlling the hazards and protecting our workers.
If I want to prevent asthma or control asthma of, say, someone who has asthma who works in the workplace, then I have to do more than just educate the person on their asthma condition. As a hierarchy of control suggests, we really need to think about what are the exposures, what's causing that person's asthma. So we might want to think about the environment of the workplace and the air quality in that environment. We may need to think about the safety of that work site. Are there exposures to chemicals, and could we substitute those chemicals out for chemicals that may be less caustic or less impactful on the person's asthma? Are there sufficient ventilation and fans in the work site that will reduce exposures for employees? Are there policies in place, such as smoking policies, or rather anti-smoking policies? And if they are those policies enforced? And also, for policies, are the managers following those policies, or setting a good example about what should be done? And or are employees provided with respirators and also the support and education to know how to properly use those respirators? So if you don't consider all of these factors, then it's much less likely that you're really going to have a healthy workplace and also a healthy employee when it comes to asthma.
Guys, natay problema. Nine machine na nag-overheat sa tunnel C. Kung pwede dili sa mo magsulod-sulod dito. Nya, bay, unsa gyud ay nahitabo dito?
Abi na ko sir tong kuan machine gay na ni asuman ko to gay na pero abi na mo normal na siya. Kaya syempre machine good na normal ra mo init pero wala ko mo kabalo nga nadaot na di ay.
Ay, sige. Pag-check mo gud na ako kay nag-overheat na. Nya, ayaw sa magsulod-sulod dito kay ako sa ipa-check sa ato may mechanic.
Okay sir, sige sir.
Hello sir, mayong hapon. Nata na ko ipa-check na machine sa tunnel C kay nag-overheat. Ako tanay pa lang to kung magamit to ba to or need na nato pulihan. Sige sir, salamat. Ni bus na machine nag-overheat.
Sige daw atong tanawon. Ikat na. Kinahanglan na dyan dahil nato siya kulihan ang makina kay tungod sa iyahang kakaraan mao siya ang nakakos og overheat. So as of the moment, kailangan lang sa nato i-stabilize ang area kay para ma-secure na to ang safety sa atong mga workers.
Ay, sige, okay boss. Ako na lang sa anak papulihan siguro.
Sige, mas maayo.
Okay guys, instead nga magamit ng mga gubaon ng mga drills, magdala na lang tayo mga backup ng mga gamit dire doon sa site. Hangtod lang sa repair ang mga guba.
Sige, karon na ako na lang i-arrange saan ang ato ang mga backup drill. For now, ato na lang sa i-ensure ang ato ang safety sa ato ang area.
Pwede ra ko magbutang og mga temperature sensors o mga circuit breakers para dili mag-overheat ang atong mga machines o kung masugod na siya init, automatic siya shutdown.
Mag-install sab ko diri og fire resistant nga mga insulations aron ma-accommodate ang heat ug ma-prevent pod ang sunog.
Mutabang ko sa imo ha aron masigurado nga safe na mag-start ang operation dito.
Karon, magbutang sa tag-signage. I-restrict sa aning area hangtod mo man tag-repair.
Sige boss, mag-assign na lang po, mag-schedule na lang po og trainings para sa mga trabahante na assign sa mga heavy equipments to. Including na po diha ang mga proper bitaw nga response kung naisunog o mga unusual na tingog sa minahan.
Okay guys, dapat i-make sure na to nga ang duol ani nga equipment kay naay heat resistance gloves o breathing mask in case na smoke exposure.
So tama si officer no. So kung namo yung mga nasinati nga mga sintomas gaya ng feeling niyo kasukaan mo or labad din yung ulo, ingon sa ako para ma-evaluate o ma-assess na ako kay basin nakalanghap dahil mo mga harmful substances gikan sa katong smoke exposure.
So, good job guys. Tungod sa naitabo karon sa atong equipment na nag-overheat. Next time, kinahanglan nato i-ensure na nato condition sa equipment kay okay para ma-improve nato ang safety labi na sa atong mga tao o sa atong mga respective na areas.
Ay, sir, sa panghitabo karon, I can say na na-address og maayo ang issues sa Tunnel C. Natarong mag-execute ang mga bulaton na o para sa ing-ani na problem. Next time, i-make sure na lang nato na in good condition nato mga equipments kay every time sa atong operation.
So, mao to. Salamat kaayo guys. Tungod sa inyong tarong nga pag-address sa issue sa Tunnel C, wala tayong mga report nga accidents sa atong area.
Salamat sir. Sa sunod, tarong na natong check ang mga gamit para sa sunod din na ni mahitabo.
Yes, next time, punta na. Before, during, and after ta magamit sa atong mga equipment, always nato i-check kung kaya pa ba sa equipment or dili na kay para ma-ensure natin safety sa tanan. So, maora to. Salamat sa inyo guys sa pag-address sa problema sa Tunnel C.
Thank you, sir.